is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that's probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy. I need a brace. I am money. I guess.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And the Rams in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Moore, the man in motion. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Hey.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Stafford on 3rd down.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Some good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain. Come on.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, and he fires one that's intercepted. The 20. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run here with Akers.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football, but this will unfortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second down at 4. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Right after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So a very tight first half. We head to break in a one-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, he shifts past him. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here in the first target in the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have retaken a third quarter lead.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tanner Muse with it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Robinson's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring on second down. A give up the middle to Akers. Finding room in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And then we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line.
32.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Breida, they'll go up the middle, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw. Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yards. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. One last throw here for Stafford. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.